Hello, good morning. Welcome to the first sequence of the 7th series of the Pacific series. We're going to start laying down today. So find your comfortable position in Shavasana. And for the first moments of the session, simply feel the movement of the breath, rocking the body. Allowing for the body to land on the mat, but also the mind to land on the body with the breath. Beautiful. Bring the feet together, flex your feet, and then interlace the fingers, turn the palms and move the arms over the head. Feel all the space in your body. Inhale deeply. Exhale, and after the exhalation, don't inhale. Apply Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. Release the bandhas and inhale. Let's do this again. The 3 bandhas after the exhalation on empty lungs. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. Release and inhale, and let's do it a 3rd time. Beautiful. Release and inhale. Great. Now bend the feet flat on the ground, and then bring the right knee to the heart. Open the knee to the side. Let's go for happy baby only with the right leg. Open the left arm to the side. So here you can allow for the pelvis to tilt to the right, to roll to the right. So this right knee can get closer to the ground, and then the breath belongs to wherever there is tension today. It could be the groin, but it could also be somewhere at the back of your thigh. Some of you will feel comfortable to stretch the leg towards the ground. It's the beginning of the session. You don't want to push it. Remember, you're not here to push. It might feel good to stretch the leg out. Good. And then let's change and do the other side. Happy baby with the left leg, bending the right leg. And then first thing, a regular happy baby. So we bring the knee as close to the ground as possible. We are not pushing, simply allowing for the pelvis to turn a little bit towards the left and softening the grip on your hip joints so the knee can get closer to the ground. And only if the knee is either touching the ground or really, really close, you might attempt to stretch the leg. It's not, just do it if you feel like. I like doing it because it gives a nice stretch on my hamstrings before starting the session. And also it feels so yummy that I love doing it, but it's up to you. And always going back to making sure that you're breathing how you are supposed to be. So keeping the quality of the breath. A deep, soft, long, easy breath. And mindful. Good. Let's bring the foot back. Undo. And now we're going to bring the feet together. Sole of the feet together. And we're going to do exactly the same thing we did before. Tribandha. Yeah? Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha, closing the three bandhas. But we're going to start by putting pressure on the sole of the feet. Let's bring the arms up. So pressure with the sole of the feet. Exhale, and then Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. You need to lift the head in order to be able to do Jalandhara Bandha, and then the head goes down to the ground. Release the pressure, Ida Bandha, and let the inhale happen and the body move. After the exhalation, we do it again. Release and inhale, and we will do it the third time. Release and inhale. Beautiful. Remember that the bandhas are there. You want to start using them. We've been doing a lot of bandhas in all these areas, and I really want you to start using them. It happens actually, so at the beginning you're kind of forcing them on your practice, but then naturally you know when to do a bandha and which one to do. And it changes because then you will be practicing more at the energetic level. Okay, so as you can see, spread the knees, sit on your heels, arms just in front of you, hands shoulder width apart, always the amazing connection, hands and ground. We are not just putting the hands, we are touching the ground. It's a mindful touch, and it's kind of a strong touch. And then here, let's do the lion. So basically you spread, you open the mouth, tongue out, open your eyes. Beautiful. Forearms on the ground. We're going to do a asana in this posture. Just see what happens. So, exhale, rounding, and inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, arching. Beautiful. Now bring the hands farther, tuck the toes in, hips up, Adho Mukha. Push with your hands, lengthen the spine. Remember to bend the knees if you need it, in order for the spine to be long. And then breathe up and down the spine. Heels towards the ground, roll the shoulders out. And just walk, bending one leg at a time. Today we're going to do this walking, moving the pelvis a lot. The walking can be done without movement in your pelvis, like this, or with a lot of movement in the pelvis. Let's go for movement in the pelvis. Good, let's stop the walking and keep on pushing with the hands. Lengthen the spine even more. Feel a lot of space in your armpits. And then the breath that moves up and down the spine. Now inhale, bring the right leg up. Exhale, foot in between your hands. One step or 25, but the foot goes in between your hands. And then the back knee goes down. Let the pelvis be heavy. Remember the alignment. Yeah, not like this, not like that. Good. The pelvis gets heavier, heavier. Roll the shoulders back, lengthen the back of the neck, and then close your eyes. And observe the pelvis. The sensations in your psoas, in your hip joints, in your groins. And then ask yourself, am I resisting the weight of the pelvis? Can I just let go? Can I allow for the pelvis to get closer to the ground? Can I just allow for gravity to pull the pelvis down? Because here it's a place where if we observe carefully, we will find that there is resistance even when we thought that there was not. Beautiful. Now, the front foot to the back, push with your hands, lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders out. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, foot in between your hands. Back knee down. Let the pelvis be heavy. Roll the shoulders back, a lot of space for your neck. And then the perfect alignment that gives you a lot of room to move so the pelvis can get closer to the ground. And then again, close your eyes. Observe and realize, is there any resistance there? Can I still let go of that resistance? Use the breath to fight resistance. Good. Front foot to the back, push with your hands, lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders out. And then inhale, right leg up. And exhale, foot in between your hands. This time, you're not going to bring the knee back down to the ground. Yeah? What you will do, you will bring the right arm inside the leg and then outside the leg and grabbing your ankle. The left arm grabbing your ankle as well. And then now it's when you want to allow for the pelvis to be heavy. If possible, without bending the back knee. When not bending the back knee, there is a nice stretch opening happening in your psoas muscle, which is the main muscle when it comes to walking. It's this big muscle that ties the legs to the pelvis. Good. And at the same time, there is something interesting going on the right hip. So allow for this to happen. You see the pelvis getting closer to the ground without resistance. Beautiful. Now, left hand down, right hand goes out and down. Exhale, Mukha. Push with your hands and lengthen. Now inhale, left leg up. Exhale, foot in between your hands. Position. Yeah. And then left arm inside, grabbing the ankle. Right hand grabbing the ankle. And now it's when, without bending the back knee, I will allow for the pelvis to get closer to the ground. Yeah? It's not that. Keep the back leg straight, so you're really working on opening the psoas. Let it happen. Just breathe, remain calm and present. Good, let's undo it. And then exhale, Adho Mukha. Push with your hands, lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders out. Now, inhale, right leg up. Exhale, foot in between your hands. This would be a good moment to use some padding under your knee. Yeah. Then here, again, as always, just let the pelvis be heavy. Good. And then you're going to move back a little bit. You might want to bring the right arm inside for this one. Bend the back leg. Usually, I like to work in diagonal here, but today we're going to work the same hand, the same side. Yeah? So left hand grabs the left foot. And then let the pelvis be heavy. So here we keep the shoulders facing to the front. And we breathe, opening the psoas. Feel the psoas right in front of your hip, in front of your groin. Then going through the back, attaching to your lower vertebrae. Beautiful. Let go of the foot and then exhale, front foot to the back, Adho Mukha. Push with your hands, lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders out, move the breath up and down the spine. And let's change sides. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, foot in between your hands. And then bring the knee down, down to the ground. Let it be heavy, let it be heavy. Good. Usually it's easier to grab the foot when you move the pelvis backwards. And then you can reach the foot easily. Now it's right foot, right hand. Yeah? This is this typical posture that a lot of people, when they do it, they feel a cramp on the thigh, on the back of the thigh. It's normal. If that happens, you just stretch the leg again and then you go for it. So if the left hand is inside, it's easier to reach the foot and then move forward again. Keep the shoulders. Now I can bring the foot, the hand back, yeah? Keep the shoulders facing to the front, open the chest and feel the nice stretch in your psoas, but also in your quads. Soft breath here. And remember that this big muscle that goes around the pelvis into the spine, it's the main walking muscle. So you want to keep it in good shape. Good. Softly let go of the foot. And then the front foot goes to the back. Now you can remove your padding, roll the shoulders out, lengthen the spine. Breathe up and down the spine. Heels getting closer to the ground. And now walk with your feet towards your hands. And then here, Uttanasana. Let's go as usual. We start with easy Uttanasana, slow bend on your knees and simply feel the pull of gravity. Engage with the ball of the big toe down towards the ground. And let your feet edge outwards.
seat, lengthen and up, all the way up to your tiptoes. Open your arms, open your heart, a tiny back bend, and then exhale, arms down, heels down, and stay Tadasana, just a couple breaths to feel the standing posture. Connect with the sensations of movement within. Start feeling the energy in your body. Great. Open your eyes. We're going to step with the left foot back. Left foot back. Square the hips. Yeah? Square the hips. Roll the pelvis so the pelvis is happy. And then the lower back is happy. Interlace the fingers except the indexes. Roll the shoulders. Shoulder blades kissing. Pull the hands down, and bend the front leg. And now open the heart, open the chin, and kind of look up. Without doing this, you don't want to overdo it because then you will be closing the cervicals, which is not a great idea. Or let's say it's not always necessary. Just feel some space in your throat. Work with your balance. Feel the breath. The psoas on the left side keeps on opening here. And you want to keep it long also on its back part. Yeah? Beautiful. Now, just let go of your hands so you can easily bring the back foot farther back foot farther back. Yeah? Heel is off the ground. Toes are pointing forward. Hands do the same. Interlace them. Pull the arms down. Shoulder blades kissing. Let the pelvis be heavy, as we did before when we were on the ground. Let the pelvis be heavy. Feel the psoas opening. Open the heart. Open the chin. And then there is the breath. The lower back is happy because I'm rolling, actively rolling the pelvis. Tilting it. Tailbone in. Good. Now, bring the arms, let go of your hands. Turn the back foot and open the hips. Open the hips. The hips are completely open, facing the Pacific Ocean. Yeah? Good. And now, the feet are the same. So I turn the back foot, but the front foot is the same. And here I'm ready for Trikonasana. Arms up, drop the shoulders, move as far as you can towards the right, and then let's go for Trikonasana. Actually, let's do Utthita Trikonasana, bringing the arm over the ear. And I would like you to observe what is going on at the level of the pelvis. Feel the muscles rubbing your legs to your pelvis, to your back, to your spine. And give them space, room, elasticity. Keep them vital. Beautiful. Now, left hand to the ground, bring the back foot closer, and then stretch the front leg as much as you can. Some of you will be using a block. Open the heart to the right and bring the right arm up. Parivritta Trikonasana. Roll the arm down and back. Turn the back foot, maybe a little bit closer. Square your hips and fold. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. The back foot goes to the front. This time you can go for Uttanasana with straight legs, unless your arms are not touching the ground. If your hands are not touching the ground, always bend the knees. And then this time, roll up, vertebra by vertebra. Feel the muscles wrapping the legs on your pelvis and lower back. And then Tadasana. Good, and let's go for Natarajasana, the dance. So step on the right foot, we're still going with the left leg at the back. Grab the left foot. The left knee will move only backwards. There is no opening the knee out. Protect the lower back, engage the lower abdomen and the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. And then let's go for the posture. Once the knee is up and the chest is down, you want to pull the foot away from your butt. Good. Foot goes down. Tadasana and just feel. Nice. Open your eyes. The left foot stays at the front, the right leg goes back. You want to do a generous stance, but still be able to keep the hips square. Yeah, you don't want your hips open, you want them square. Roll the pelvis, and then arms at the back. Interlace the fingers, except the indexes, shoulder blades kissing. Bend the front leg, open the heart, open the chin, lower back is happy, and you feel the lengthening in your psoas. Remember that the psoas is wrapping around the pelvis and going back to insert on the lower vertebrae. And you want to feel that that part of your psoas is also long. So there is no cramping on the lower back. You want to keep the space. Open the heart, open the chin, feel the breath. Good, you let go of your hands. And then you slide the back foot farther back, toes pointing forward, heel off the ground, and then let's go with the arms again. And now let the pelvis be heavy. Yeah, the pelvis moving towards the ground, the back leg is straight. And remember, you also want the lower back long. Open the heart, open the chin, shoulder blades kissing. Remain present, use your breath, keep the mind calm. Good, let go of your hands and then turn the back foot, open the hips, stretch both legs. Lower back long. Inhale, arms up. Move to Trikonasana. It's only a side weight movement. And then Utthita Trikonasana. Again, feeling on both sides. And then the right hand goes down inside of your front foot. Back foot gets closer. And now stretch the front leg as much as you can. Open the ribs to the left arm up. Parivritta Trikonasana. Roll the arm back and down. Turn the back foot. Might need to get a little bit closer so your hips can square. and the heels are on the ground, and then inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Nice. Back foot to the front. Stretch the legs if your hands are on the ground. Keep your bent knees if your hands are not on the ground. And then inhale, roll up. Give yourself a breath or two. And then Natarajasana on the left leg. So remember, we start by rolling the pelvis, and then the knee moves back, and then the foot moves away. Good. Tadasana. And feel. Inhale up. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, one foot, exhale, the other foot, Adho Mukha. Roll the shoulders, push with your hands, lengthen the spine, feel the space. And then shifting towards your hands, shoulders right on top of your hands. And then from plank, bring the knees straight down, not forward, just straight down to the ground. Dorsum of the feet on the ground. Roll the shoulders back, creating space in between shoulders and ears. Now, ever so slowly, you will start dropping the pelvis. Remember to engage Mula Bandha here, really interesting, engaging Mula Bandha. Rolling the pelvis a little bit, and slowly dropping the pelvis and feeling the front part of your psoas lengthening, but trying to keep the back part as long as you can. Dropping into Urdhva Mukha. Keep the knees on the ground. I don't want to see knees off the ground. Keep the knees on the ground today. Try not to collapse the lower back. Okay, now when you feel that you are at your maximum, open the chest, open the chin a little bit, and send the gaze up without closing the back of the neck. Simply send the gaze up. And then there is the breath. This is not a competition, not even with yourself. And then slowly go down to the ground. And then you will bring the right arm in the diagonal so you can roll. And then reposition yourself on your mat. You can do any movements you want when you land down. Beautiful. Knees to the chest. Lengthen the lower back. Spread the knees. Let's go for happy baby with both legs. Both legs. Shoulders drop down. Chin to the chest. Lengthening the back of the neck. Sacrum is also dropping down.
And then the breath belongs to the groins, the hip joints, back of the thighs. Good, now let go of your feet. Keep the left knee in, stretch the right leg down. Right hand outside of the left foot, knee. Left arm opens to the side. And then you're going to go for a spinal twist. So the left leg goes to the right and the head turns to the left. I don't want to see any feet on top of the thigh. The idea is for the foot to fly. So the weight of the leg through gravity is creating the spinal twist. It's actually enabling the pelvis to roll more and enticing the pelvis to roll more. And then there is the breath. If you feel like it, you could go and grab the foot and stretch this right leg. Okay, let's undo. And then let's do the other side. So the left leg stretches. Open the right arm, left hand on top of the right knee, and then the right leg moving towards the left. Remember, if you keep the foot on your thigh, you're not allowing gravity to be on your side in this posture, which is silly. Yeah? Good. And then there is just the breath. Turn the head to the right. And you're witnessing the posture moving. And then you might feel it's a good day today to grab the foot and stretch the leg. It only makes sense if you can stretch the leg really close to the ground. Don't do it here, it doesn't make any sense yet. You need to know when to do things. Like today for me this leg is not good, so I'm just gonna go with the knee. And then bring the knee in and slide the foot down. I asked you in the indications, in the explanation, to have a block. It could be like a thick book. And we're gonna bring it under the sacrum. The sacrum needs to be totally flat on the block, so the lower back is heavy, flat sacrum, so just feel it. Here there is a lot of freedom, yeah, for your pelvis and your hips. Good. And then you stretch your legs, rolling the feet out, like in our regular shavasana. You feel the front part of the psoas, but you also feel the back part of the psoas. And your aim is to bring the ribs closer to the ground. You want to allow the ribs to touch the ground. All the ribs, also the lower ribs, which in my case are not touching the ground. So I'm allowing gravity to pull the weight of my ribs down to the ground. So the back part of my psoas also lengthens. And then I simply rest here. I understand the idea, I let it go, and I surrender. And now remove the block. And then lay in your regular shavasana. Just feel all the space you've created. There is a new relationship between your legs and your pelvis, between your legs and your lower back. And there is the breath, gently rocking the body. Stay here for as long as you want, or go and do another sequence. I will see you on the next one. Namaste. Thanks for this practice, for the exploration.